This season was absolutely phenomenal, especially as it went on. As someone who isn't the biggest fan of the newer seasons, this was a big step up. Of course, spoiler warning ahead, if you haven't watched or caught up with the series, make sure you go do that because I will be giving my review on Ninjago Seabound. Let's begin.
No! Don't leave me! Nia, I implore you. Whatever you're hearing, whatever you're experiencing, fight it, Nia. Remember who you are. Remember.
I am Nia. I am the sea. We are one.
Nia! I love you.
Tell my mother I understand now. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
As expected, the story takes place not long after the island, which, well, I made a video on my thoughts about that. Anyways, Nia begins to lose control of her powers and causes a lot of trouble. It's revealed that every elemental power has been claimed by the first Spinjitzu master, with the exception of wind and water, being controlled by Wojira. Which makes a lot of sense, because during the show's runtime, both water and wind stuck out the most, mainly during season 4. With Shen stealing all the elemental powers to create his Anachondrite army. We now have a clear explanation as to why he didn't need water or wind. We also learned that the first Spinjitzu master didn't actually create the realm, but rather created the land of Ninjago. Before it was all ocean and was ruled by Merlopians, an ancient race of underwater snakes. Nia, being the strong and stubborn character she is, tries to fix the problem on her own. Until Kai calls their parents to try help, which Nia isn't too happy about. I'm really glad both Rei and Maya were part of this season because ever since Hands of Time, people have been asking where they went. It's explained that they were traveling around Ninjago, but the real reason was because Nia didn't want to get close to them, because she never knew what it was like to have parents, which led her to become the independent character we know today. But it's the exact opposite with Kai. Since Kai did spend some of his childhood with their parents, he tries to reconnect with them to make up for lost time. They discover that Nia's powers have been interfered by some sort of surge under the sea. Lloyd, Jay, Zane, Pixel, Nia and Maya head out to investigate. Nia and Maya stumble upon Wojira, the mythical storm serpent that has been sleeping for thousands of years, with some of the Merlopians trying to awaken it. For Wojira to be awoken, it needs 2 amulets. Of course, the water amulet being there already and the storm amulet on the island. Nia and her mother get captured by Prince Kalmar. They escape but then get captured by the king. They explain how their ship was sunken by Kalmar and how he wants to awaken Wojira. The king clearly doesn't want to have any conflict with people from the surface and only wants peace. But you know, screw that guy because Kalmar literally just straight up murders him. His own father. The ninja get blamed for it and are hunted down, of course. Kalmar takes the throne while his adopted brother called Benfamar helps the ninja escape. He's a great character overall, but to me he isn't really that interesting, but has potential if he were to return in the future. The ninja go to the island to protect the amulet but find out it was replaced with a fake. The real one was taken by, you guessed it, Clutch fucking Powers. Words cannot describe how much I hate Clutch Powers. He has to be one of the most annoying person in this show. Anyways, Kalmar finds the ninja on the island and destroys their ship, stranding them. Cole, Kai, Rei and Wu try to take back the amulet from the Explorers Club, but is confronted by Kalmar and his minions. We get another episode with Nelson and Antonia delivering newspapers during all the chaos, similar to season 11. While stranded on the island, Benfamar tells the tale of Niad, a woman who could control water and communicate with aquatic animals. She sacrificed her life to become part of the sea, to defeat Wojira. How convenient. It turns out Nia was named after this tale and now she can talk to whales and fish. I mean, it's cool, but it's way too convenient. Like, I get it. This will lead up to the big climactic end of Nia making a big sacrifice and departing from the team. But talking to whales? Really? It just feels like it was just shoved in there so they could get back to Ninjago. Well, I'm not really too mad about it, but, you know, let's move on. They have this fight, Nia retrieves the amulet, Cole brings it to be locked away in Shintaro, everyone is saved until, yep, it was a fake. Ojira is awoken and attacks Ninjago City by flooding it and unleashing a storm. I can't be the only one thinking hundreds of people drowned, right? I don't believe for a second they evacuated the entire city and saved everyone. All I ask is for a bit of realism, okay? Just a few lifeless corpses floating in the water. Is that too much to ask for? Actually, you know what? Jay almost drowns. He swallows too much water which leads him to become sick. With no other option, Nia becomes one with the ocean and takes on Kalmar and Wojira. This is actually the first time we see Nia say I love you to Jay, and people have been complaining that she has never said it before. And to me this totally makes sense. As I said, Nia is a very independent and responsible character. She tries to hide her emotions and be strong not just for herself but for the people around her. Then a really sad ending where Nia has to leave because the sea calls her. It's almost like she forgot who she is, but it's clear that she has all of her memories but has accepted what she has done to protect the one she loves. There's this whole memorial thing, everyone shows up to pay respects and god damn it, here come the waterworks. Then the episode ends with the final words on screen being in loving memory of Kirby Morrow, the voice actor of Cole who passed away. I'm not crying. You are. So what are my full thoughts on this season? I thought it was actually really good. As I said at the start, it's a season that got better over time, especially with its ending. There was a lot of development between Nia and Maya and how they learn and understand each other. We definitely see a lot more moments with Jay and Nia. It's more clear in this season how Nia lets her guard down for Jay when they are alone. I know that's like standard relationship stuff, but we've never really had moments like that before. Wu, Kai, Ray, and Cole feel sort of discarded this season. And I get it, their plot point doesn't really matter until the end, and there obviously isn't enough runtime. I'm just sort of mad about anything to do with the Explorers Club though. It just feels unnecessary and annoying that it even exists. Kalmar was a pretty generic villain, someone who just wants to conquer the world. There's no personal stake or revenge plot against the ninja people or his father. His only motive is control. He claims the world was better when it was just endless sea, and how his father was cowardly for letting the first Spinjitzu master to create the land of Ninjago. Overall, he's a pretty solid character and got what he deserved. Now let's talk about the ending and how I think it will affect the future of the show. Now it's no secret that the characters have went through some changes, more specifically personality wise, more noticeably with Kai and Jay. A lot of the fans have voiced their opinions about how Kai is no longer the hothead type, but rather the new jokester.
Is that Nia? It sounds like her.
No longer impatiently running into battles, but more thinking with his head and relying on his humor. This could be a result of growing and becoming more comfortable and dependent on his friends. With a tremendous loss like his own sister, could be a return of a more enclosed and short-tempered Kai. Jay, however, as of recent, hasn't felt like his usual comedic self. Most of his jokes feel out of place or awkward at times, leading him to become more serious when it comes to conflict. This could be due to poor writing or a new development. Jay has always used his humor to hide his emotions. Like Kai, he may have become more comfortable over the years, which will make him not mask his pain as much. We see this in the finale of season 12, where he lets his walls down when trying to reason with Unagami. Throughout the season, he doesn't joke around as much, but rather takes it more seriously. With the loss of his girlfriend, we could either see a more funnier Jay or just a sad and depressed one. But if you think about it, it's the same thing. How it will affect other characters though? I do think it will have a massive effect on everyone, but nothing drastic other than Kai and Jay. As for Nia, we have no idea if she's gonna return or not, but we will have to wait and see how this will play out. To who the main focus of the next season will be, it will probably be Kai. It's reasonable to say Jay, but we've seen a lot of development from him, especially during this season. And Kai's personality right now is just sort of mixed. Like, he barely showed any emotion when Nia just left. Like, that's your own sister, dude. The person you grew up with, the person you fought alongside with for years. Your own blood. And she's gone. And all you can do is, hey, where are you going? Like, come on, bro. Kai, come on, man. So yeah, all my money is on Kai. But what do you think about this season? Do you love it or hate it? What do you think it could be improved on, or does it need improvements at all? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share with a friend who also might like this content. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.